Well, the journey started at a very young age, and I was the sperm that got the egg.
Indeed, excellent.
And this is something that I remember when it comes to rejection. You know, I did make it here. I had millions, if not billions, of competitors, and I made it here.
Yes.
But my challenges started when I was in primary school. I started to get my reports home, and I'd get these Ds, these red Ds, and I thought the D was for Daniel.
Yes.
But it was for disaster.
Okay.
And then followed the D, the alphabet started to count down to E, and then F for failure.
Right.
And the teachers would say, you know, Daniel's got so much potential if he'd just concentrate, if he would just use it. And then the years went by, and then I discovered I had learning disabilities. And I had a learning disability called linear sequential learning disability. And when I was trying to learn, I couldn't process information in a linear way, one thing after another. So these is when my challenges started. I'd look at the board, and what I wrote on the paper was totally different. What I read from the paper back to the teacher was something different altogether. So they knew I was having challenges. So I started to get therapy, and I had to have cognitive therapy, behavioural therapy. I had to have my back and my spine and my cranium manipulated. And what they found was that the platelets in the cranium were pushing down on the brain, creating a lot of pressure and tension. So this was causing a lot of challenges, and along with that, the confidence started to drop down. And throughout school, I couldn't perform at my best. And then in business, I realised that if I was going to be successful in business, I had to get over the junk in the trunk.
Yes. Understood.
And then I started to discover personal development at the age of 19. And that's when the confidence started to take off. So the first few years were challenging, but at 28, I had to learn how to learn again. I wanted to go to university. I wanted to acquire knowledge, but it was almost impossible for me to learn. So these learning disabilities that I'd learned about at a younger age ended up haunting me at 28. But what I discovered, it wasn't a learning disability. It was a teaching disability.
Sure.
So I learned how to learn, and I found teachers who could teach me correctly. And that's been the journey
Yes.
over the past 39 years.